What's up, everybody? Crazy Eights here with another Transformers review. I got the Versus 4-pack. I think that's what they're calling it because looking up top, it just says Cliffjumper versus those three guys. So I'm going to call it the Versus 4-pack. I don't know what the official name is, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at each of these by themselves. We're going to start off with Cyberverse Universe Tarn, and then I work my way towards Cliffjumper. I really wanted this guy just for the whole. That's the only reason why I bought it was for that guy. I already have a Tarn, and I got a Tarantulas. I don't have a squeeze play, but I really just wanted a Cliffjumper. But before we go into that, let's get into the packaging, and then we'll get into the bot. All right, so the packaging's so far away, so let's bring it up close. So you have all four of them right here. You got Prime Universe Cliffjumper. Over there, you got Beast Wars Universe Tarantulas. I love the artwork. Then you got G1 Universe Squeeze Play. And finally you have Cyberverse Universe Tarn. So I have a Tarn and I have a Bludgeon, so I know what I'm getting myself into already. You got the Karatomi and all that over here. On this side you got the 40th anniversary of Legacy artwork. This side, we got more of the Legacy United artwork. Top of the box is Legacy United. Then you have Cliffjumper versus these three. Poor guy, not a fair fight. Back of the box, you have your product shocks. You have Cliffjumper and 18 steps to transform, 20 steps for Tarantulas, 17 steps for Squeeze Plate, and he's a headmaster, and 27 steps for Tarn. Bottom of the box is all this stuff. Nothing exciting. Barcode if you need it. And then you have part of Tarn's body down here. Target exclusive, you can find it there. There's still a few left. There's few stores have more than others. Mine had a few. Anyway, with that being said, let's get this open and get this guy out of the box. All right, so here is Tarn out of the packaging. Just a recolor, pretty much, of the original Tarn. Let me try to get this guy in a better view so you can see him. So this is the Cyberverse, right? Let's see. Yeah, so this is Cyberverse Universe Tarn. So he's a little different coloration. I always wondering if we're gonna get the rest of his crew from what the DJD, Decepticon Justice Division. We're gonna get most, but I hope we do. Here he is. He's got a really clean profile. Some little gaps here. The shoulders are probably the worst part of him. But I do like the figure. I also like how it's Tarn his look. But yeah, these things aren't. I wish they would have done something better with these shoulders. So let's get a closer look at that head sculpt and the details that he has. A lot of people calling this the Joker version because of this red smile line thing going across his face. But he's got a Decepticon mask. Got a purple helmet. And is it silver? Some silver on it as well. Going down, he's like a darker blue and purple, as opposed to. It's a little bit. Yeah, different. It looks like the same color blue, but there's more paint on the chest over here. It looks like this translucent red and purples, and then down here you got some more of it. So it breaks up the figure a lot. Yeah, this thing is very distracting. It's almost like a milk mustache. He's got some nice big chunky feet. And this is how he comes packed. I didn't have anything on him yet. No accessories or anything. But he comes with the normal amount of accessories that he came with, plus a sword, which is nice. So Bludgeon always came with a sword. So he has one as well, which I'll show you right now. Here's the first accessory he has. It's all done in purple. He has this for his backpack to hold cannons on. And depending on how you use it, you could swing this around as well. And speaking of the cannons, he's got 2 of these. Got some paint on them. Translucent silver and translucent red with some or orange. Kind of a silver cannon tip. But they're both different. Here's the second one. Here's the first. They look the same, but the handles are different. So they have to go on a certain way when you click them onto the backpack part. So I did it a different way. I just put all the accessories on him, and this is what he looks like with his accessories on. I do like the fact that he has a sharp accessory. I'm trying to stay away from saying what they actually are because I've been getting flagged a lot. So here in the backpack, he has these housed like this, being draped over. I kind of like that look, but you could also do other things if you wanted to. If you have Tarn, you know, don't fall on me, buddy. You could take these. Is it this way or is it this way? I don't know which way. It doesn't. I don't think it really matters. But he has his nice little boomstick. But it looks weird when he holds it like this. Me personally, you could either make them as double barrels, and he could dual wield them, or if you wanted to, you could put them. Let me see. Yeah, I put them on the second peg hole. Well, it only has 2. Very asymmetrical, but you could put them over there as well, or you could use this. There's a few options, you know, that you could play with, which is nice. You know, you could do that, and he could hold this as well, and have a double barrel boomstick. So there are options with how he holds it. Me personally, I like this as, since now that he has this, the letter opener, I like the barrels over his shoulder like that. I like that look. So here's some comparisons. Here he is with Comic Universe Tarn from Legacy Evolution. And let's see if I get it closer. He's got more coloration, which I like. I just don't like the head. I like the head sculpt on this one. I mean, it's the same thing. I just don't like all the paint on this one. The red smiley is a little distracting. It's not too harmful, but I do like how he's got more gold. If they could combine these two into one Tarn, I think that color scheme would look really nice and things would pop. But here he is with Comic Universe Tarn. Here he is with some of his Cyberverse characters. So here is Cyberverse Chromia. Next to him, which is a tiny little thing. He's very tiny. Here he is, one of the worst figures made for the Legacy line. Cyberverse Shadow Striker. I lost his weapon, his gun, but I do have his back plate for the car. Cyberverse Wingblade. Last but not least, Cyberverse Slipstream. Now for the fun part, let's get him and everyone else transformed into alt mode. Alright, so here we are back from transformation. Here he is in his Cybertronian tank mode. If you have Tarn, you know what you're getting. It's the same exact thing, just a lot of different paint apps and different look to him. First off, if you notice, he got a nice red. This is painted red. You got a lot of translucent plastic for on his chest piece right here. That comes the front, almost like a cow catcher type look to the front of the tank. He's got his weapons here, here, and here. I kind of wish this was painted more. If I had a talent, I would paint it up. It's kind of like, it's not clean. I feel like it's kind of messy. Got a lot going on. It's hard to make out tank bits, but here it is on the side, the back. It's just, I don't know. Could be cleaner, I think. And here's pretty much his head's right there, his bodies, and all that good stuff. I will say though, it snaps in pretty good. Everything snaps in nice. You could put these up just a little bit if you wanted to. Yeah. So now let's show some comparisons. So we'll do, first things first, we'll do what his mold mate, pretty much, who he is really, just a different paint job completely. Although the gold does pop on this one, some of the things in here look nicer, but I feel like in tank mode, with the different coloration and stuff, this stuff in here looks cleaner and pops more. I don't know. Purple and blue, or, well, they're both purple and blue, but this has a lot of reds in it. A lot more reds than this one does. This one's got more gold. I don't know, it's a tough decision. Alright, well, I can't, this thing doesn't, the kickstand doesn't do its job. But here he is with Cyberverse Chromia. Yeah, she ain't standing up. You can see the difference. He's a tank, she's a motorcycle. Scaling isn't a thing with this. You can't really scale it. Here's what they look like together. Unless Cybertronian tanks are very tiny. Here's the Shadow Striker. Got a nice color theme going on here almost. I do like his alt mode. I like the car mode, ain't got much. But the bot mode, the arms are funky on this guy. Cyberverse Wingblade. Cyberverse Slipstream. Bring in this guy. Got a good color ensemble going on here with these three. Alright, so that was my look from Legacy United. This was Cyberverse Tarn from the Versus 4-pack, which is a Target exclusive. A direct, just a repaint of the original Tarn. The biggest difference is he does come with a third weapon, which is this one that he's carrying in his hand right now. It's pretty much he comes with bludgeons accessories. I do like the colors on this one better. I feel like well, here it is. In robot mode, it pops. I feel like the different colors that they have looks really good, and there's some nice separation. I don't like the face. I don't like the Joker smile going on there. I wish they wouldn't have that, but if it's cartoon accurate to the show, then so be it. It's weird because the other Tarn is, I have a different opinion with the color schemes. I feel like this one works in robot mode. Alt mode, not so much. I feel like the colors are too close together and hard to make things out, and it looks messy and sloppy. That's just my opinion. But it is a really cool figure. I do like the character. I like the look. The shoulders are the only thing that bug me, in the head sculpt. But besides that, it's you know, if you need a Tarn and you want to buy a 4-pack of them and pay the price, go for it. I got this one that was on sale, so it didn't hit the pocket as bad. And plus, you know, got a few discounts, so it was nice. So anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy your toys. Crazy Eats is out.